Oxford racing for the opener. Very slowly away was Reef Al-Kalawi. Often is, though. Nice start from Bellissimo. Also a good start there from Morjazale, the 19 who goes forward. Attaj is also prominent, the red colours. Towards the outside, Abu Dujana, that's your leading trio. Al Modajal, who often likes to go forward and just pokes that sheepskin's nose-banded head into a prominent posse as well. They're then followed by Time Najd in the light blue colours, followed then up the inside rail by Lak Alta Heya as they go through the first 424.86, which is no slouching around here at Taif. And it's Wigberto Ramos aboard Attaj, just about the leader, to Al Modajal around the outer in second. Then up the inside in third, the reserve Morjazale. They're then followed by Motokaria, followed by Abu Dujana, sheepskin noseband, who's wide on the track. Then the light blue colours of Time Najd trying to get involved is Lak Alta Heya. The rest are really struggling. Back marker is Tatakem, swinging for home. Just under 350 metres left to go. And it's Morjazale that leads to a weakening Attaj, who's not finding a great deal at the moment. They're then followed in third by Al Modajal. Down the centre of the track comes the closer, Time Najd, who's now getting into gear. Inside the final 200 metres they go. Morjazale the far side, Time Najd the near. Motokaria staying on from the back as well. Inside the final 100, Attaj still on the scene too, but racing up towards the line. Morjazale the 19 hangs on. Off they go, they're racing for race number 2, the first handicap on the card. Jasmine was very slowly away. Nice start from Bauer de Hair in the sheepskin noseband, the yellow and green colours. Also prominent early is Melowa, got into a nice posse, as indeed as Motakar, who's tried to bag that rail and has managed to do exactly that. Tamur Al Thoraya is also prominent. Inbahir went forward last time and has gone forward again here. Al Azra is prominent too. Then the light blue and red colours of Mayaf, who's in danger of taking the turn wide. Then Melowa, who's racing up the inside rail, followed then by the light blue of Yehebni. Towards the back of the field at the moment, Nasima hasn't got too many behind her. Also towards the back is Latin, starting to make the swing for home. Just over 500 metres left to go. Tamur Al Thoraya is just about the leader. In second position towards the outside, Al Azra, who's now making good headway, and it's Al Azra and Tamur Al Thoraya, followed then by Motakar, who's hugged the rail but not finding a great deal as yet. They're then followed round the outside by a backpedaling Inbahir, trying to stay on is Melowa. Then right round the outside, Yehebni is getting into gear. Down the lane they come, just over 200 metres left to go, and it's Melowa who takes the lead now for Wigberto Ramos and quickly goes on by a length or two to Al Azra in second. Down towards the closing stages they go, and Melowa from stall 1 has taken advantage of it very nicely indeed. Melowa goes on to win very cosily. And racing for the third on the card here at Taif this Saturday afternoon. Good start from Bint Al Ajwad, and that one goes forward in the early stages, showing terrific early speed. Emblem Desert is in second. Towards the outside, South Army is also prominent. Also up with the pace is Dubawi Najd in the pale jacket. Then up the inside, Aldafla, who's trying to take up a relatively prominent position there, the lilac cap. Then rather wide on the track is Al Kawakibi, the red noseband. Even wider is Saut Al Kuwait. Towards the rear of the field at the moment, Zaha Latahum just being nudged along by Camilo Ospina. Also towards the back is Malta M, and then right at the rear of the field is Malamar Al Majd as they make their way inside the final 800 metres. And it's Bint Al Jawad who leads at the moment. In second position, Dubawi Najd. Then right round the outside, Al Kawakibi now moves into third, followed then in fourth by the blue colours of Emblem Desert. Then right on the outside of that one is a driven along South Army. From the rear of the field, Alaham and Wigberto Ramos trying to get a bit closer, but lots of work to do from there. It's Bint Al Ajwad who leads as they start to make the turn for home. To Dubawi Dubawi nudged over on the far side in second as they enter the final 400 metres. Al Wakibi is racing in third. They're then followed in fourth by Emblem Desert, who's beginning to get a bit tired. From the back now, Aldaflar is staying on, loads to do, but might be able to do it. Down towards the closing stage as they come. Dubawi Naj has now come through to take it up. Bint Al Ajwad is very tired. Al Kawakibi's trying to stay on. Not a huge amount from Aldaflar, but inside the closing stage as they go, it's Dubawi Naj stretching away here for Adel Al Farouedi. Another win for our top jockey here at the moment at Taif. Dubawi Naj the winner. Gates back and away they go. Slightly awkward out the gate was Antelope Canyon. Good start though from Infrared in the pink and blue colours. Also prominent, one of the reserves there, Taking Names, the green colours and the sheepskin noseband. Kilauea is also prominent, the grey horse there in the red colours. Wigberto's got a pretty good sit aboard Correct and Right in a two-tone blue, also prominent. Looking a little bit wider to the left, we can see Angel of Trafalgar, who's quite prominent, so too Baseman. And then right towards the left of picture there is Antelope Canyon. So they're making their way through the first 400 metres or so, and the lead is just in the possession now of Taking Names, who's floated across there to take it up to in second position up the inside, Correct and Right. They're then followed now on the outside by Medenek, who's got into a good position. Then in fourth position, Infrared in those pink colours, then Kilauea up the inside. Prism is also prominent now. Consensus de Vega gets a first mention as well as they start to make the turn at the top of the track. Angel of Trafalgar is still pretty prominent. One that's just dropping back through the field now is Weshalawa. Trying to stay on a little bit from the back is Alukal, one of the reserves, and towards the back of the field Prevent hasn't got too many behind it, and it's just about the back marker. So they're starting to make the swing for home, and it's Taking Names who leads them as they go inside the final 400 to Infrared in second. Then right round the outside is Correct and Right, driven along now by Ramos. Prism is still very much on the premises. Then Consensus de Vega, who's trying to stay on, followed then by Kilauea and Alukal. Down the lane they come, and it's Correct and Right. Wigberto sets sail for home, goes on by a length to a rather tired Taking Names in second. Prism is now pulled out for a run in third. Then Infrared in fourth. Staying on is Alukal as well. Over on the far side, it's the 14, Correct and Right, now being challenged by Prism as they go to the line. Correct and Right and Prism. Correct and Right finds a bit more for Wiggy. Correct and Right has beaten Prism. Alukal. Gates back and away they go, racing for the fifth on the card. Our first Arabian race today. A little bit slowly away was Kaylan Aldum, the light blue colours. Also quite slowly out the gate was Gadban, one of the debutants as they make their way through the early stages. Aldefa Jorda is prominent, so too is Fuda Pine in the black, blue and grey colours. Vizier's taken up a relatively prominent position. Stuck out on a limb is Gadban there, running somewhat green, you'd have to say. Also prominent in the run is Tara. Vizier now just going in advance of Tara. Then Nadem Al Kaladir in the white and black colours towards the outside. They're then followed by the red cap of Shibal Gouda. Towards the near side, Bayrak Al-Azam is towards the inner for Naif Al-Anazi. Bit of a gap developing to the rest now. They're headed by Albar Al-Siham. Also towards the back of the field, the light blue colours there of Kale and Aldum. And MJ Taj is completely tailed off already. And also towards the back of the field is Saif Al-Abra as they make their way through the first 800 metres in 53.37 seconds. It's Fuda Pine that leads them to, on the outside, Nadem Al-Khaladir. They're then followed by Vizier, who's now just getting the hurry up in third. Naif Al-Anazi getting going now aboard Barak Al-Hezam as they go inside the final 500 metres now and start to make the turn for home. And it's Fuda Pine that leads to, on the outside in second, Nadem Al-Khaladir. Then in third, Bayrak Al-Hezam, who's trying to stay on. Vizier is after that in fourth. A long gap back then to Shibal Gouda is in fifth. Swinging for home now and levelling up with 300 metres left to go. And it's Fuda Pine that leads. by a couple of lengths. Nadem Al Khaladia is now coming down the centre of the track to try and deliver a challenge. Bayrak Alizam could only find one pace in third. Vizier consistent again, but this time only in fourth. Inside the closing stages they go. It's Foudapine to Nadem Al Khaladia, who's putting in a strong finishing kick. Foudapine, Nadem Al Khaladia. Foudapine just edging towards the centre of the track, and is going to hang on though by about 3/4 of a length. Foudapine beats in the second Nadem Al Khaladia. But they're off and racing now for this fillies contest for Arabian breds. 1600 metres in front of them, and a nice start made by Rakoud Al Ansari. Got a pretty prolific record at this, or in this category of race, and she got away well. And she leads to Wader Al Khaladia, who's racing in second in the light blue colours. The white and black also prominent of Talar Al Khaladia. It's towards the left as we look at it. The black and white colours there, with a white cap, is Paris Al Amal. Right towards the left is Jawahar de Violette. There's one or two of the jockeys racing wide in no great rush to try and get a little bit closer to the rail. A first quarter in 27.86 seconds as they make their way towards the end of the back straight. It's Wader Al Khaladia that leads, to on the inside Rakoud Al Ansari. These two, Rakoud Al Ansari, just trying to sneak up the inside there of Wader Al Khaladia. Asil Asahani's having none of that. Towards the outside, Talar Al Khaladia, followed then by Tagruda, who's now making headway. Then the blue colours of Al Anud, and now getting closer is Shahana Al Rayla, the green cap. They're followed towards the outside by Jawahar de Violette, and they're followed by Khalila Aldam, who's towards the back of the field. So too is Hadla Al Moghirat. So they're starting to make the turn for home here, and it's the green colours, Rakoud Al Ansari, who leads them at the moment by a couple of lengths to Wader Al Khaladia, who looks a little bit vulnerable now. Staying on round the outside is Al Anud, the blue and white colours, followed then by Talar Al Khaladia and Tagruda. The rest have got plenty of work to do. They're headed by Shahana Al Rayla, but they've swung for home inside the final 300, and it's Rakoud Al Ansari that leads. Here comes the four now, though. Al Anud, who looks the main threat down the centre of the track, but it's Rakoud Al Ansari. 2 wins thus far this campaign. She leads, the stride shortening a bit, but she's still got 4 or 5 lengths on Al Anud, who's trying to get going later at the moment. Still has a bit to do inside the closing stages now. Rakoud Al Ansari is a tired Arabian filly, but she hangs on. Starter, they're off and racing now. The one that was knocked about a bit coming out of the gates was Eathri. That one has gone back in the field in the early stages. Prominent in the run is Al Sadia Al Losma, the green colours. The green and yellow colours also is Shouk Al Said, one of the reserves, and rushing forward now into a prominent early posse is Bint Lahad, but she's expended quite a lot of energy to get there. Second spot is Shouk Al Said. Also prominent in the run right up the inside there is Jada El Kia, the 2-horse. Then right round the outside in the green colours is Al Sadia Al Losma, who's still in the front rank. They're then followed up the inside by Oral in the black or the dark blue and white colours. Another one that's prominent there is Sana Noura, and then right up the inside of Sana Noura is Nuta Al Jihaz. So they're making their way towards the final 3/4 of a mile, the final 1200 metres or so, and it's Bint Lahad who's just about the leader here, I reckon, to in second position Shouk Al Said. They're then followed in third spot by Al Sadia Al Losma, so the reserves very much to the fore here. They're then followed by Jada El Kia, who's racing in fourth, gap then of about 3 lengths to Nuta Al Hijaz, who's up the inside. They're then followed by Oral, who's on that one's outer, and also there in that sort of middle rank is Sana Noura. They're then followed by the yellow colours of Abura, who gets a first mention, then the green and white of Seda Al Dareya. The rest are all in varying degrees of struggling at the moment. Putulati or Patulati is in rear and mid division at the moment. Right at the rear of the field at the moment is Eathri as well. Wiggy will do very well to win from there. Down towards the final 500 metres they go, and it's Shouk Al Said that leads them. To in second position Jada El Khair, and Jada El Khair now goes on to in second position Shouk Al Said, then Sana Noura, who's now making headway, the red sheepskin noseband, the black cap now in the second as Shouk Al Said is fading. They're then followed in fourth position by a staying on Nuta Al Jihaz, but they've swung for home now, and it's Jada El Khair who's out in front and really now piling it on out in front. To in second position Sana Noura down the centre of the track. They've paired off from the rest who all look very tired, and it's Jada El Khair by 4 or 5 lengths deep inside the final furlong now, and Jada El Khair is going to win this in the end pretty cosily. Gates back and away they go. They're racing for the 8th and penultimate race on the card. Good start was made by the red jacket of Yamtaz. Wigberto Ramos wants to get into a prominent posse, as indeed does Entehard and Camilo Ospina. And that one's outside. First line is also fired forward. Hal Tara's up the inside, followed then in fourth spot by Al-Kash Al-Tahoub. Then up the inside, Al-Hashuraya, who's racing in fifth. They're then followed by Qaeda, who's racing in sixth spot. Then right round that one's outside is Yaktase. They're then followed up the inside by Deadly Finisher. After that early good start, Yamtaz has been shuffled back through the field. Sawam is towards the back, so to Axo Sarah, and right at the back of the field are Tarabot, and the back marker is Woodman. They're starting to make the turn for home now though, and it's Hal Tara who leads them by about a length or so. To in second position, First Line. These two have now just kicked on a little bit to Al Hasharaya, who's racing in third. Persevering in fourth is Al-Kash Al-Tahoub. Now getting going is Deadly Finisher, the green sleeves, and beginning to pick quite a few of them off, but it's First Line that now comes through to take it up. Here comes Deadly Finisher though, taking aim down the centre of the track. Sawam is staying on as well, and also from the back Yamtaz, but inside the final 200 now, and it's Deadly Finisher who's picked them all up here. Came home well last time, didn't win. This time has come from off the speed to score. Deadly Finisher. Off and racing, and again pin your hopes as well, he's played his party trick again, doesn't fancy it. He was slowly away last time, very slowly away this time as well, as they make their way through the early stages of the Ash Shafa Cup. And a good pace from Haunted of Youth, who often likes to go forward, and he's done exactly that here. And he leads to, in second position, Oh Sheik, who's taken up a nice posse there for Camilo Ospina, got across from a wide draw and races in second. Then racing in third towards the outside is Swift Sure, the 15, Juan de Montalban is also prominent, as indeed in the early stages is Mutanatha, the reserve, the sheepskin noseband for that one. They're then followed by Carabeno, the black cap, then right up the inside there in the blue and white colours is Gakali Warrior. They're then followed by Treble Joy, who's a little bit wide on the track. Then after that, astonishingly, Pin Your Hopes has got past one or two runners and has been given quite a ride by Asil Al-Sahani and has come right through into around about mid-division after its recalcitrant start. Not entirely sure how good a move that is tactically, but we'll wait and see. Towards the rear of the field, Kurafi, also towards the back is George Villiers, and My Code is the back marker at the moment in what has been a pretty eventful race. So it's Houghton of Youth that leads them onto the back straight. To in second position, Oh Sheik, who's got a lovely posse as they enter the final 3/4 of a mile or 1,200 metres. Juan de Montalban, the green sleeves, races right towards the inside in third. Mutanatha is in fourth. Then towards the outside in fifth is Swift Sure in the two-tone blue. Then Pin Your Hopes, the very slow starter, followed then then by Carabeno. Then rather wide on the track is Treble Joy. Wider still is Luganini in the yellow distinguishing cap, getting a little bit closer. They're about halfway down the far side of the track, and it's Houghton of Youth that leads them to a driven along Sheik now in second. Juan de Montalban continues to make headway. Then the reserve Mutanatha, who's run a pretty good race. Carabeno is staying on from the back. One that's also getting going late would appear to be Al Khatib. So as they start to make the swing for home very shortly, inside the final 600 metres they go, and it's Houghton of Youth that's out in front and going strongly now. 4 or 5 lengths the advantage over Juan de Montalban, who's racing in second. Mutanatha is in third. Adjar from the rear of the field getting into it as well for Adel Al Furedi, turning for home. 400 metres left to go, and it's Houghton of Youth who's been on the sharp end throughout, and if anything is extending the advantage. Juan de Montalban can find not a great deal more. Adjar down the centre of the track is now building up ahead of steam, but he needs a miracle to catch this 4-horse. Houghton of Youth is well clear. Adjar is still getting a little bit closer inside the final 100 metres now. Houghton of Youth. Adjar is now just beginning to reel this horse in. Houghton of Youth is very tired. Adjar isn't. Gets up. The miracle has happened. Adjar the winner.